Okay, this is problem 5.7.19, and we're asked to factor, and we always want to start by factoring out a greatest common factor. So in this problem, the GCF is v cubed. When I pull that out, I'm left with v squared minus 12v and plus 36. Okay, and the inside is a trinomial, so we're going to factor that or see if it factors further by the trial and error process. Okay, so I'm going to put two v's in this position for our v squared. Our 36 has a bunch of different factors. Could be 1 times 36, 2 times 18, and so on. You can make that list, but I'm going to go ahead and choose 6 and 6 here, because 6 times 6 will give me 36, and I notice here that this gives me an outside of 6v and an inside of 6v, and if I'm looking for a negative 12v and I made both of those negative, that would work. And then I need to check my last here. Negative times negative is positive, so that does work. And I'm using the trial and error process here. You know, if you wanted to use the AC method here, you could, but it doesn't matter. But whatever way you get there, you'll get this answer. A lot of times, our book will leave the answer in this form. When you have a repeated factor, they'll write it as a quantity squared. As far as I'm concerned, on quizzes and exams, it doesn't matter whether you leave it here or here, but I believe the MyMathLab program may want you to leave it here. You'll have to look at their directions, but either of these are correct answers here. And I'm also going to do problem 5.7.29 on the same video because these are very similar problems. This also has a greatest common factor of s cubed. When we pull this out, it's s squared minus 15s and plus 54. Okay, and we're going to factor the inside using trial and error the same way that, that we did the last problem. So I'm going to put the s here, an s there, s here and there for the s squared. The 54 has a lot of different factors as well, but the factors I'm going to choose are 9 and 6. And again, the reason for that is because we're trying to make this work for that middle term there. Whoops. And the outside would be 9s, the inside would be 16s, and we're looking for 15, negative 15. So if I make both of those negative, that will work for the middle. We need to check it for the last portion of FOIL. Negative times negative is positive, and so that does work for that factorization.